MadKings, you're not gonna take IO. You really think you can counter it? What's your first pick if you're not banning the IO? Do you go Disruptor?
No, I don't think. You just ban it. Just
ban it. What? We don't need to break our draft with a Disruptor to break their draft with a Wisp.
The problem is a lot of the traditional options versus the IO are not geared towards the core IO. They're geared towards support IO, and I think a lot of them kind of falter a bit. Like even the Disruptor and stuff. Like you thinking about Static Storming an IO, that IO is not going to die in Static Storm. without some more help, right?
10 seconds remaining.
I think QoP is all like if you went way back before Core IO was popular. I think QoP used to show as one of the highest win rates just because you had a lot of burst. Oh, there we go. They're gonna take it out, boys.
All right, MadKings already increasing their win percentage by a noticeable amount, and now the puck opener for Crewmates, nice and safe.
Okay, probably gonna be the analog puck, but they can say they're flexing it.
Sure.
Yeah, it's at the 9 pick flexibility there. That's good.
10 seconds
All
remaining.
right. So what's our favorite response to puck?
Got the Lion, got the Shaman.
The
They're usually
Lion.
pretty good.
The Lion, this guy says. Jesus. No, Boa, you flunked it.
Tiny.
It's the SA Tiny. Come on now. You should have known.
All right. Okay.
And the wrong region here, obviously. You know,
MadKings, now they have just reduced their win percent by a noticeable margin again. So
you want to know how you win this right now if you're Crewmates? Like right now? You just pick Viper. They're forced to play Tiny 4.
Earth Spirit. Oh, what? Dude, why are we Tuscan everywhere? What's wrong with Earth Spirit kicking out of the coil?
You know, it's South America. We live in a very hot country, or countries. And, you know, Tusk, he reminds you of, you know, how it can
reminds you of that cold shower that's coming. Yeah, that's good.
Exactly.
Radiant team ban.
Oh, man.
That's Leshrac,
like
little buddy.
This, actually.
I have a muted.
They're going to take the Lash
hear.
away from analog.
That's Puck. Can you say Puck? Puck. Nice. Nailed
That's
it.
pretty good. Sniper.
That's Leshrac. Can you say that? Nice. Not bad. What about Tusk? And Tiny.
10 seconds remaining.
Nice. Slaying it over here. Wow. This is some serious education happening here.
Anti-mage ban.
Oh, anti-mage. All right. I mean, it's a Leshrac. That's kind of fair.
Yes. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, not that
Shaman.
popular of a hero, but yeah, there you go. The puck.
Yeah, I
counter.
guess to be fair, we haven't been seeing that much Lesh picked like this either. So maybe this anti-mage ban isn't as out of left field. It's more the Lesh that triggered this sequence of events.
Oh yeah, it gets banned a lot, I think, in the third phase.
Yeah.
And because like we've seen a lot of Batrider actually going through, you can't really pick Lash into bat. I think it's a poor matchup.
We were waiting for this last series with Hokori, right? Because they had all the Leshrac games, and those are some of those games that actually looked really good. And then throw it all. I think it got second phase ban at least once last series, but I'm a little surprised we haven't seen more of this hero, actually. Despite, I think the last time we were looking at stats across the regions, he was unfortunately one of the heroes that was doing fairly poor. Yeah, that bad. I know, buddy.
Ooh, the Arc Warden ban. Okay, something the Crewmates have played, right? They like this hero.
Yep.
You know how I feel about it. It's not a great time to be an Arc Warden player, but it's a hero. He's scary.
Yeah, they just have this play style on Crewmates, and you know, if it wasn't for the Tiny, I would actually be very confident with what MadKings is doing right now. But since there's no Viper yet, and Tiny could be mid, it could actually work.
And back to the Doctor.
Okay. Some heal. Gonna be really easy for the Leshrac to just stand in front of those towers.
A lot of damage.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, the roaming potential is pretty high, actually. Like the first couple of smokes and everything, once you get like level 6 on the Witch Doctor.
Yeah. It's like Tusk has a save, but it doesn't really feel like the save's going to be that effective this game. All right, Crewmates.
It's not like Puck really needs a save, usually. So maybe they'll pick another core that makes use of the save. Maybe a Tidehunter, you know, here that really dislikes the Melodic, but you can dodge like 2 ticks worth of damage if you snowball him.
Radiant team pick.
Love those abilities that go through Kraken and wow,
Oh,
crewmates. They
your
want to make
favorite
this
hero.
an interesting series. Okay, the favorites pick Undying. All right.
Okay.
Why?
I mean, slow attack speed on the Tiny. Witch Doctor doesn't really want to be hitting
10
Tombstone or he
seconds remaining.
But
Okay, yes, Tombstone's good.
5
It's always
seconds
good,
remaining.
but
yeah.
what else? There's no like. I'm trying to like get in the head of Trent right now about there's a Mars Phoenix or something. I don't see anything.
What's the purpose of this Undying? Is that what you're asking? I definitely wasn't just shepherding off
Yes.
Small Sun.
Yes.
Actually, that was Tall Sun. Small Sun was upstairs. Position 5 heroes that were left. I mean, he does give really
lot
good
of
team
them.
fight.
All of them except Witch Doctor.
They do have Coil in their defense.
It's
so
like-
it gets a little better.
It's just, I would say it's just kind of like solid team fight. There's not really a lot of 5s that can pop. The only hero that was coming to mind was kind of Grimstroke, but he doesn't really parry that well. Undying does facilitate earlier tower pushes and even some defenses and stuff with the Tombstone.
Also, they cannot pick Lina or Murana because Tiny and Lash are flexing in between 4 and 2. So, very unlikely that they're going to go Lina or Murana. And if they do, it's probably going to look really weird.
Well, if MadKings knew what they were doing, they just pick Snapfire right now. Hello.
Ooh, baby. But kind of like the same problem, though.
You know what actually would have been the
Unless-
5? Might have been AA. That could have been good. I mean, this just probably shows that their position 1 they're thinking of might need some help in the lane, I guess.
I mean, can't Snap 5?
For
for
crewmates, you mean?
crewmates?
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Isn't Snap flexible enough? I guess you really want
Not
to
for 5. It's pretty bad. I think it's more of like a mid or a 3 or a 4.
Dire team pick.
Okay, well, there's your tomb hitter. That's a good one.
I actually like this.
Can you go off lane Veno? Not really. I mean, you can. But then your puck's mid. Yeah, actually, it's not that bad.
You got the Undying
Trust me,
already.
that's
It's pretty good bog.
I mean, here's the thing. The pucks, or the Veno's probably going to get banned
5
anyway.
seconds
And then
remaining.
what's your other one? Like Troll?
Don't you just Viper if you're MadKings, if you're crewmates here?
Yeah, if you like the 3 Viper. I don't know. I kind of like 3
It's-
Veno more.
You could even mid the Viper. It's just so good versus Ursa passive.
Dire
It's
team
good
back.
against. Wow. Okay.
Wow. Okay, so I mean, this was the Undying setup, right? They basically wanted this as a
Yes.
pairing, so like no matter what
Yeah.
they picked there, this was probably going to be what's happening. It's basically just Undying Spectre.
Yes, now you got 2 stages. You got Snowball plus the Soul Rip.
10
Pretty good.
seconds remaining.
All right. Let me ask you guys a question. We have trivia time here.
5 seconds remaining.
Medusa versus Ursa matchup. Out of 19 games, how many games Ursa won against Medusa?
19 games. I'm going to go with 10 of them.
Is that right?
3.
Good guess, but Trent is actually right. Exactly
so
right.
good. I'm so good.
Yeah. So I guess a lot of people would say that Medusa is a range hero, just kites the Ursa, but Ursa is actually pretty good versus Medusa overall. So
A lot of burst, gets right up in her face.
He's got
Yeah, and
movement now,
when-
you know?
when you get the talent, the passive talent, it actually sticks for 45 seconds. So even if Medusa disengages, Ursa can go back, and now there's no Stone Gaze. You're still going to be doing a lot of damage. It's really hard to sustain fights versus him.
And as you pointed out, the Viper's instantly banned. Veno
All
might
right.
follow suit. They might just go for something else that's decent too, though. Like there's a lot of
10
offlaners
seconds
actually left in the
Radiant
pool.
team ban.
Oh, okay. Did they think that was pick time? No. They probably just want something a little bit better for initiation, I guess, to go with the Tusk on the puck.
But
Veno's
why
a
did
little
they-
static.
Why'd they ban it?
10 seconds.
They didn't have to
remaining.
pick. They could just not pick it and then ban something else.
5 seconds.
I guess they're just worried about an annoying range hero versus the Medusa and Undying lane, right? Like Darkseer kind of
guess.
ignores the lane, Veno kind of ignores the lane and keeps bullying you.
Dire team pick.
I mean, couldn't this be Dusa mid?
I don't think there's much point to it. I think you want her in the safe lane.
Why does HFN play it mid
Radiant
every game?
team pick.
He doesn't.
He doesn't. He plays it safe lane. You nerd.
Doesn't he play it mid in some of those games? He played a safe lane every game.
I think so.
He used to play mid, I think, way back, but you just really want a playmaker mid. Like
I think
you can't just
10
leave the lane and start
remaining.
like hitting.
I mean,
creeps,
now
'cause
I don't think he's
losing
mid.
mid is really important.
5
Yeah.
seconds remaining.
I feel like
So
we
this
might have
is-
gotten one mid versus a storm, but now I can't remember.
I thought
Anyway.
it was more than one. I gotta do some research though. Maybe I'm crazy.
Yeah, you're a little crazy. But the profit's pretty solid. Can be 3, can be mid.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is flexy.
They do not have a lot of time in this last pick. They really put it back into them. They had a minute 12 left on the crewmates, and they
Yeah.
took this
Yeah.
profit to try and force something here.
I love that style of drafting. Try to stay ahead.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
they grab the Underlord.
Interesting.
It is
I-
base damage reduction, right? Versus Medusa. That's pretty solid.
It is. It is. But
Is it game winning though? I feel like this is gonna look a little similar to last game. Like you have these
they could
moments.
snowball really hard with like take a tower, maybe you instantly just ult to another lane with the Underlord, take another tower, try and
Yeah.
keep up with the Nature's Prophet.
I mean, if they had any other 4, I would agree with you. That tiny 4, it just
It always
doesn't
comes
sit
back
well.
to the tiny dude.
I don't know, man.
Oh,
I don't know why they
God.
keep doing this. It's not a great 4.
Yeah.
They didn't went for it mid. I like the Shrek. I think it does a lot. But if that Lash was off lane, they had mid tiny another 4. I would be 100% down with MadKings here. I don't
Gotcha.
think I think there's gonna be a 2-0, dude.
I kind of do as well. I mean, I think crewmates are a slightly better team also, so that's tipping the scales, but it just seems easier to execute.
Do the Dusa. Good
This is
hero.
pretty easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if you
king.
make big mistakes, it can be punished, but if you play her right, it's hard. It's hard. All right. Well, we seem to be in agreement. Let's see if Gary and Theben agree. Gentlemen, anybody want to take MadKings for this game? Stats don't lie, Gary. Ursa, Medusa, huh? Can I sell you a bear?
I tried it in game 1. I put all my enthusiasm into hoping, dreaming that MadKings could win their first single game of the DPC. But Theben, against this Medusa that's looked so strong, in the hands of HFN and likely here in the hands of FCR, it's just difficult to see the path to victory for the MadKings.
Here it is, Gary. I'll take a bet on MadKings. 10-1 odds. Will you do it?
Yep.
Will you do it? All right. What are we putting up? $10. I'll put up $10. That's your what you gotta pay to charity, right?
Wait, hang on. So I owe $10 to a charity. We're trying to figure out where to send it. So
Uh-huh.
should we just call it $40 if I lose, and then it's around 50?
What? That's not 10-1 odds. Then I'm only paying $4 to you if I lose.
Please don't make me lose $100 because MadKings win here.
Well, the odds are with you, Gary. Look at this.
Okay, we'll do it for charity. Please. I'll take the 10-1.
10-1. All right, here you go.
We're gonna go wild. We need to figure out where
right.
we're sending this money to pretty quickly, though, before I run out. Are you actually leaning towards MadKings, or are you just having a bit of fun?
I just thought we would make things interesting, Gary. That's all.
Exactly.
That's all, buddy.
Make
Yeah.
things a bit more exciting, yeah. All right then.
Yeah. I mean, you got some pretty good heroes though on MadKings.
30
Nonetheless, you got
seconds to
Tiny, Kappa. But other than Tiny, we got Ursa, we got Leshrac. These heroes have a lot of potential, especially if you get ahead. You could just keep steamrolling crewmates. They got to get this Dusa fat. They got to get her to not die, which is sometimes a really hard thing to do against Tiny because he's going to toss you back whenever you try to go high ground. Tiny's actually one of the better heroes against Dusa, to be honest.
Yeah, she does like to front line and have her teammate sitting back behind her. We'll see what they get up to. Tiny up at top into an undying lane, though. It's going to be D-Flash up there with that Dusa. Puck mid against the Lash. And down bottom, as we see here, Sora on that Ursa Warrior. Witch Doctor up against the Prophet and the Tusk. As they're already lined up, looking for something. Trying to spot out where their Witch Doctor is. Won't find it straight away. Already a couple of trees being broken down. There's another nasty lane from the crewmates in that bot lane, isn't it? Tusk Prophet.
Yeah.
Witch Doctor's going to be so
It's-
careful with his positioning.
I mean, the thing about Witch Doctor against Tusk though is an incredibly good hero against Tusk. Every time he snowballs in, you're just going to be able to cast the two heroes that get snowball together. They're going to be right on top of each other. So that's one really nice thing later in the game. And the Tusk goes in with the tag team, same thing. You're just going to stun, you're going to maledict the Tusk, and then Ursa could probably just out-trade.
And how's that mid lane going? Puck's already pushed the wave pretty hard into that Lesh. Down to about half HP, trying to get into the bottle quickly. Still even CS though. It looks like Analog having the better handle of things, while up top, a bit of wave dragging as we very often see with this Tiny. Brings it back to his Underlord, creates a secondary lane. Give Toby a bit of free experience and farm while D-Flash contests it a bit, try get some denies going. But it does leave the Medusa completely free farming under her tower, of course.
Yeah,
Where is-
normally you have the support actually pulling this, Someone? Oh, okay. Normally you have the support pulling the wave, but this time you got the Underlord because of the Undying. He just doesn't want to get beat up by the Undying whatsoever. So it's going to just get him wave to himself.
It's pretty nasty having double strength melee cores up against that D-Flash Undying, that's for sure.
Do you think, Gary, that Zyori's hate towards Undying is unwarranted? Or do you agree with him?
See, I kind of get caught up in, like, I've played a lot of Undying, I do enjoy playing it. I know when I've cast with Lacoste in the past, I always kind of poke, oh my god, the Witch Doctor gets blown up. That tag team with the Prophet, the Blightstone, the Treants.
Yeah, he
Jeez.
can't be the one getting gone on the Witch Doctor. You gotta let your Ursa get baited and utilize his HP pool and his tank ability. Then you healing salve him up, or you turn the fight around. Got a little too out of position.
Gotta be so careful with that. Yeah, I kind of get caught up in the hate train of Undying, then I realize, hang on, I'm an Undying player. What am I talking about? I see the point that a lot of people make, you know, feeling that laning stage, if you don't get a lot done, if you don't secure that lane completely, you can feel a little bit lost as the hero. But when you accomplish what you need to do and then get into that mid-game kind of fighting period with maxed out Tombstone, you can still accomplish so much.
Yeah.
They're going to get back down bottom onto the Ursa. Tag team with the right-click damage. He's going to force the Earthshock here at least, or they're just going to kill him. Just going to kill him.
That was such a slow Earthshock. I mean, he should have Earthshocked and tried to juke the Ice Shard, but what he was thinking was the Ice Shard is going to come off first and then he's going to Earthshock after.
And then D-Flash top.
He just died
Slips
instead.
away. Toby and Destroyer spend pretty much everything there and don't even kill the Undying. But yeah, very, very surprising that the Ursa dies there. I thought like you did. You'd clap himself
Toby.
out of danger.
Toby,
Oh dear.
what are you doing, Toby?
He
Why
has
did you take
and
tower
Fairy
shots?
Fire.
Oh boy.
Mystic Snake, Soul Rip, and there we go, level 2 Undying. Allows that Medusa to slap him down, while mid lane, the Waning Rift forward. Aggressive play from the Puck, allowing the Tusk to rotate in with the tag team. 4-0 start for the Crewmates, and I'm feeling a little bit happier about my wager now.
Radiant's top tower
You want
is
to
under
cancel
attack.
out that bet?
Well, it's not cancelling,
No. Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I donate 10, you donate 10, it's 20 total.
Oh, okay. All right, that's fair. That's fair.
I don't think it's fair to cancel out a bet to charity.
No, I thought I was gonna give you the 10, and then you were gonna pay your 10 for it. But all right,
Oh no,
that's fine. We'll do 10 each.
no
I'm alright
actual
with that.
gambling here. We're responsible
There we go.
gamers.
Tiny, he's actually level 3, so I think he can make more rotations towards the mid lane with this. If he stays around top with his Undying and Dusa, unless he can toss him back into the tower, it's just not good. I want to see him try to maybe get a kill on the Puck or go bottom and help the Ursa get some kills on here.
Yeah, this Witch Doctor and Ursa wanted to get towards bounty runes, but again, every time this Witch Doctor even moves an inch out of position, he's got boots up, sure, but now the Ursa's stuck around down here, and a coil comes out from the Puck, Snowball to chain stun him up, and Sora, it's going to be another kill for that Ursa down in that bottom lane. Wait, is that a 0-4 start for your safe lane? Yep, 2 kills, or 2 deaths apiece.
And the Puck made a nice rotation down there right after getting the bounty into, just helping out.
Tiny is eyeing up a move in towards mid.
Finally, there we go. Making some good, trying to make some good rotations here. What's with this Tiny's and skilling toss level 2 at 3?
I was going to come back to this because I saw it as well. I was going to snipe a courier. Puck looks like he's going to orb away from the Tiny, realizing that the rotations are coming. So manages to jaunt across the river towards the opposing high ground, but walks back into the Lesh. Waning Rift, not going to be used, so Puck's just going to get destroyed by the magic damage.
Yep.
So what's the reason you like the avalanche over the toss?
I think it's just more damage because you should just use the combo, right? Stun, toss combo, and it'll do like 300, 400 damage. But if you just go with the toss, then you're playing more off of like tossing a hero back and stunning them afterwards. Tiny would be amazing if he would be bottom right now.
They get the Maledict on the Prophet, but the Ursa just dies inside the Ice Shards and tag team. Tiny's rotated here. Maybe they can gap close Prophet. Nope. Hijack just waves goodbye. Tusk hiding in the trees and salving. And they've got themselves another tag team in 3 seconds here. So if Prophet comes back in, they can pop the stick on the Tusk, get the tag team going, and a snowball to buy even more time here from Caps. And Destroyer left stranded. Witch Doctor can't do a damn thing. Sprouted up. Wrath of Nature going to bounce around. Not going to catch him.
Yeah, Destroyer's rotations.
There's another coil. I think they saw the Puck. I don't know. It feels like they caught a glimpse of that rotation.
Oh boy, Tower's dead already. 7 minutes into the game.
Ooh. 8-1. Looking real good for the crewmates. And this is still with Medusa completely free farming. Top of the CS, top of the net worth.
I think this Tiny just made some very poor rotations. The one onto the Puck was good. Should have came out earlier, but I think once the Underlord can't really use your help, he should have just TP bottom. Try lane, right? Try to at least win one of the lanes. That's what you're supposed to do when you can't really help out in your lane. But the Underlord is actually doing okay for himself. He's got the good farm now ever since the Tiny left.
Oh, Undying. He's going to steal a neutral item.
The item.
No. He wanted it. Possessed Mass dropped here. But Lesh clears through that jungle. They'll get a quick little D-ward there.
Possessed Mask is like the best item for every carry. Don't want to lose that.
This is going to love it. And they do make the move up top with a DD Lash. It's going to wear off, but he gets off Edict, Pulse Nova, TP comes in from the Undying and the Prophet, and they want to close the gap on this with a Tombstone dropped. It's level 2 tomb and a coil. Lash getting stuck up with a Waning Rift. He's pretty much out of mana on this Leshrac now, so no more damage to give, and the snowball there will get in on top of them with a hijack Wrath of Nature. They slay that Tiny and the Underlord, the final pit of malice, but the zombies are still hunting him, munching away at that big slug. 5 heroes transfer up to top lane.
The Leshrac had like what? I want to say 30% mana, and he dropped his Edict and ran after Adusa, who had pretty much full mana. There was no chance they were going to make that play work, and they went for it anyway. It's a tilted team right here on MadKings. Scary.
Looks like it. Trying everything, desperately scrambling just for individual
can you imagine
plays.
7 series they played, and they will not
do
be
they
getting
get the
paid
Lesh
a single
again?
dollar. Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty
He's
sad.
dead.
And that's 2 in a row now from the Lesh. Dies top, respawns, TP's mid, dies again. Laning phase now ending, and he's looking pretty worse for wear. And there's a coil back up in 10 seconds, so Puck not only gets that kill, but is still ready to potentially react to any other part of the map that you want to move into. Ursa and Witch Doctor duo jungling. The only safe place they can be now. Impossible to play these lanes, and looking at the 10-minute bounty rune spawns, it feels like 4 are going to go the way of the Dire. Well, maybe not. Tiny's making a sly little move into that triangle. He gets one of them at least. Looks like Toby also grabbed one, but it might be at the cost of his life. There's a jump from this Puck.
Undying.
A quick punch, and D-Flash is going to secure the kill.
That damage amp. I love Undying's ultimate, man. One of the best skills in the game. Huge damage amp, slow. And I think they're paying towards middle on Crewmates. They should try to play around mid. Every time this Leshrac shows up like this, you know, TP in the NP, coil him, get the Wrath of Nature out, while the tombstone's down, I guess they have a little bit of time to just chill out and farm. But once that tomb's back up, just keep killing this Leshrac over and over again, because he's the one who can actually create tempo for MadKings.
Oh man, really? They've got an Orchid on Prophet already?
Damn.
Tiny and Witch Doctor
very
are
fast
trying to get
right
up here, but Toby's already dead. That's a 10-minute Orchid. They're bringing Leshrac up here too. There's a very low HP Puck. Just about going to get the Waning Rift and the Orb back, but a good Avalanche. No, the Puck decides not to jaunt. Sticks around on the Witch Doctor. Toss with the Maledict. Clears through Analog. There's the kill. Takes him down. Prophet, though, just going to turn, get a double, and maybe even a triple kill for Hijack. Jeez Louise.
All right, silver lining, Gary. Leshrac got a solo kill on the Undying, and they still managed to kill the Puck there. So I got some XP for that, too. Other than that, the Nature's Prophet is more fun than the Dusa. Oh my god.
64.
Oh, they're back in.
They are on the Lesh.
Jesus,
TP with the help of the Snowball. That is some ridiculous damage.
Wow, that medallion into the punch. And the Orchid pop too.
Dire's bottom
Medallion,
tower is under
Blightstone, yeah. All right, in this little period, though, Sora has been farming quite calmly towards Battle Fury on the Ursa. And, like the panel's been saying for the past couple of days, a hero that can match up against the Medusa decently. But do you think he's going to have the time to actually get to the items he needs to do so?
attack.
So what do you reckon? Battle Fury, Blink, Abyssal Blade, BKB. He's going to need a lot.
Listen, Gary, let's just take it one step at a time, buddy.
Swift Blink.
Let's try to
Rapier.
Let's try to get to that Battle Fury first, okay? Let's just see
2
where it
Roshan kills,
goes.
3 Aegises, another cheese. Anything? Yeah, he's going to need a lot. Dire converging onto the tier 1 like you wanted, into the mid lane. 2-man coil on the supports, double silence with a Waning Rift. They hold the Puck in place with a Pit of Malice, but the support's already dead, and the TP into the back. It's Prophet yet again. Sprouting, silencing, but not quite body blocking in onto that Underlord as the Leshrac gets into the midst of them all. He's in a 1v4. Not sure what his plan was there, but it gives a triple to the Analog Puck. Seems like Destroyer having a good old time, dropping the laugh line. 420 though, as Crewmates blaze towards victory.
They're blazing. And it doesn't look like MadKings have anything, to stop them with. And you know what, Gary?
What's up?
That 1 to 10 odds was very value, I will say right now. These guys have not won a single series in this entire tournament.
Yeah. I was like a bit hesitant, and then I realized, hang on a second. I'm taking this. We'll go for it. I'm a little bit. See, I get scared. You've dumped those odds on me before, and I've been definitely on the receiving end previously. But I think this time
Hey, those
I come
were
out with some
1-to-1.
positive EV.
This game is just insane right now. Crewmates are just running circles on these guys. MadKings, they're not sure what to do. They're just trying to get one kill. Hopefully it does something.
Try and get 1 D ward. Try and get 1 Tusk kill.
That's a good
Tombstone.
route.
The Maledict's
They
there.
get the Puck though.
They get the 5th kill of the game. The Death Ward towards the Puck as the Ursa jumps in. Analog's also going to die. 6 to 22, but the Tombstone zombies, they are stacking up. Killing off 3.
Meanwhile, Dusa and NP are just farming away. Look at their net worth just skyrocketing right now.
I would love to be FCR in this game. Like, he has literally had to do nothing.
Yeah,
he is just farming.
exactly.
Well, what's next for Prophet? BKB? Is that Orchid BKB? I guess it's so early. He can't even go Aghanim Shard for another 5 minutes. Okay. Bright side. Ursa has Battle Fury. Time for Sora to catch up.
Yep.
Time to farm some more jungle camps.
It's got to catch up first to the Dusa and then to the real carry, the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah.
Almost 9k net worth on this
I was
NP.
gonna say, Tiny's not far away from Blink Dagger. He's like 600 off of it.
He's okay for now until he's not. Okay, there we go. He was okay for a good extra second because the teleportation made him have to walk around the trees.
And now the Witch Doctor getting caught up. A great high ground
high ground
tombstone
too.
again. D-Flash slays the Witch Doctor. Coil there towards the Underlord. He's got no Atos, no pit.
So
He's got
slow.
21 charges. Underlord pops them, but the puck jumps back in with a waiting rift, takes him out. Now Leshrac stuck in the sprout. They've got Hijack there, just right-clicking him down, and Analog comes out with a double kill. Ursa's wondering where all of his teammates have gone, trying to solo the Prophet. He's
Yeah,
got
we
Quelling,
want
yeah,
that.
He's got the Battle Fury. Come on.
he
Chase him, kill him, Avalanche toss the Tombo,
Here we go,
kill
here
him
we
off,
go,
the
here we
Solar's
go.
not enough to heal him. And now the Ursa's going to cleave
2
through
more?
them. How many kills? 2 more, 1 more, any more? Kill off the Undying. Come on, get him,
Let's
find
go,
him. D-Flash, no
Ursa,
way is he
let's
fast
go.
enough to get away from here. He's juking into the trees, he's hiding, he's TPing, he's gone, he's out of there. See ya, buddies.
Oh, wow. How can an Undying that big, juke through the trees?
He's taller
How do you
than
not
the
see him?
trees.
He's taller, he's wider, and he's out. They didn't see him.
Oh boy. 10k lead. 16 minutes in. Insurmountable at this point, it feels like.
Well,
When,
if
when
they
when
have
does
a deuce
FCR
on MT, yep.
yeah, it's like when does
When does he
FCR
what?
decide it's time to play?
Oh,
Now?
at this point, whenever he wants to.
Well, not yet. He's going to go farm another jungle camp.
Yeah, he's very happy farming. He wants
There's
to
a
stack those
BKB
ancients next and
BKB
send the illusions
Prophet.
middle.
Okay. Lesh has Ewells. Underlord has Atos. They've got some catch here. If they can chain a couple more kills onto that puck, maybe my odds are starting to look a little worse. Does Puck have another item coming? Yeah, Witchblade and Blink Dagger now. What's up, Theban?
This is why you would be a terrible bettor. You'd be scared all the time until it's like a team really wins the game,
No, see, I don't know. I'm not scared when I make the bet. I just get scared when watching the game that the bet is on. All the little things changing, all the little the game shifts.
Yep. Like you get emotionally attached to the game
Oh,
now.
absolutely.
Yeah.
But
There's a
the
lot of
weird thing
people.
is, I'm trying to like rebalance it in my head where I'm like, don't be a biased caster. You've got to keep this as neutral as possible. So I feel like I'm leaning too far towards MadKings now. Like, yeah, they've got a chance. They're gonna do it. It's just
You're
innately in
ping-ponging
my
around.
nature. I want to root for the underdog. No, like even if I bet against them, I want to root for them.
That's how you get a win-win situation.
That's true. I'll feel good no matter what the outcome is.
Check out this Roshan, how fast it's dying. You got Undying ulti amplification, then you got the Tusk tag team, and you got Medallion. Perfect. Real
Undying.
fast Roshan.
He's got a mech. 18 minutes in. Pos 5 Undying. 4,000
It's
net
good.
worth.
Very good
Tiny.
item on Undying.
Oh, Tiny has Blink. Right. We've got the items for the Radiant team. Blink Tiny, Ewell's Lesh, Rod of Atos Underlord. Go and do something. Find a pick on
You
that
know-
puck again.
You know what's my favorite Undying item build, Gary?
Favorite Undying item build? No, what is it?
Veil. I always buy first item Veil on Undying.
Radiant's
Ooh.
top tower
It's
is under
incredibly
attack.
good. You get the Bassy anyway, right? First I go Tranquil Boots, Magic Stick, then you go Bassy, and then you build into the Veil. Damage amp for your team. Plus you got the damage amp off from your ultimate.
Radiant's top tower is under
So
attack.
you're just amping your boys up while
That's
also
pretty
giving
nice.
them mana. I mean, the more useful you can make yourself for the team, the better a hero who without a disable is.
Dire's bottom tower is
Puck
under
just getting away from that Rod of
Radiant's
Atos.
top
Not
tower
caught up inside the
has
pit.
fallen.
Yeah, I think I'm more of like a Glimmer Medallion man myself.
Yeah. Problem Glimmer is, the mana cost is so high. Last
Yeah.
patch they removed the gloves, which was arguably like the best component for farming situations, right? The attack speed is so nice on supports, to be honest.
Letting you punch creeps. Ursa. Sanj and Yasha. Level 16. And they have held on to this jungle. And he's not too far behind. 10k net worth there for Sora. It's not looking all doom and gloom for them. It's just the fact we haven't actually seen this Medusa join a team fight yet. Still 1-0-3. They all grouped up, smoked in that mid lane. D-Flash wandering around, dragging a creep wave towards the Dusa. Puck gonna blink away from that pit just in time. And here comes FCR. Straight onto the Lesh with a 2-man coil, and onto the Tiny. There's a snowball, self-fuels from Lesh, but he's going to die when he drops to the ground. Hits the floor, and Sora is getting kited. Enraged TP. Do they have a stun? Anything to stop it? The Walrus Punch just in time. The Fish Punch comes through from Caps. Sora will slay the Tusk, but a double kill now for FCR. Joins the fight, cleans up as the crewmates destroying the MadKings, and it looks like the Underlord, he's safe back on his high ground. But now, the towers are falling. Medusa with Manta Scardy. 2,000 gold already saved up. 21 minutes in. Nice little Vambrace on Angie as well. Almost 200 damage a hit.
Well, Medusa's here, guys. That's what matters.
Medusa has decided it's time to play some Dota 2.
The funny thing is, Gary, Crewmates could have won this game without the Medusa. Like,
probably.
Legit 4 versus 5. You know, put them in a pit together. 4 heroes of Crewmates, 5 heroes of MadKings. It doesn't matter what combination it is. Just 4 heroes only, and they would win.
Were you here at the very start of the panel? When there was a player missing from Crewmates?
Yeah,
and we were talking about whether or not they could win 4v5.
Yeah, well, they would. That's just how bad it looks right now. 60k gold, 22 minutes. It's just a matter of MadKings either tapping out or we're gonna go to the high ground. You know, click some buttons.
Try and fight it out.
Tombstone. What does the Ursa have actually?
Item-wise?
SNY, Basher. I guess yeah. You don't really go BKB in this game. There's not. You kind of need BKB against the Orchid of the NP though. But it's so bad against Undying and Dusa. Getting a BKB.
Doesn't feel particularly good. I don't know, that Basher into Swift Blink maybe? We'll see where he heads. I still can't believe how strong these created treants are. They're able to do so much pushing. Right, Crewmates breaking high ground. In come the greater treants with their 1.0 base attack time. Tier 3's gone. Onto the range racks, and it seems very simple for them just to wander forward with the Medusa. Puck clears out the mid wave, causing a bit of a problem there for the MadKings as well. That's another situation where the MadKings are in a situation, double situation, where they've got to try and make a move and do something, but no move feels good. There's the Tiny toss back, Medusa in the middle, but a 3-man coil. Puck's made the jump back. Tiny now stuck as Witch Doctor gets removed from the game, and one by one they're just gonna all fall. Mercer gets kited back, and GG's called. 23.5 minutes is all it took for the Crewmates to dispatch with the MadKings in Game 2. And unfortunately for them, their losing streak continues.
Is that their last series? Do they have one more left? Do they have a chance to get one win?
They have to play against 0900 as their last series, God. I believe.
Okay. All right. Well, that's it for them then. I mean, that game... I got nothing for you, Gary. I got nothing for you, buddy.
No, me neither. I think it's time, honestly. We've kind of flogged a dead donkey there as we get ourselves over to the panels. Sayori, Crewmates looking all right. MadKings, they look done.
Yeah, sure, mate. I'll have a go. I'll bite. Absolutely correct about the 0900 matchup. Still a tough road for the MadKings ahead, and they might well go this whole lower division without finding a single win. But that's okay. We appreciate that they're here nonetheless, and who knows? Maybe they'll qualify again through the qualifiers and make it back into the lower division for